In this video, I want to answer a basic question, and that basic question is, what's with all the papacy videos on your channel? Well, to answer that question, I have been discerning between whether the Roman Catholic Church is right or the Orthodox Church is right for a while now, going back and forth between the two views without having any firm foundation based on conviction. It's basically been on whim, but there's been long periods where I've selected just one view. But the reason I'm doing this is because I want to have a firm conviction of which side is right or not. So that's why I'm doing this huge study on whether it was taught in Scripture at first and whether it was taught by the early church. So the papacy can't be a correct doctrine unless both it was taught in, it's something that was revealed by Jesus Christ and the church continued to believe in it. If one of those things fails, the papacy is not a divinely revealed doctrine, and we know that. This is a secular YouTube channel, but the reason I'm having these videos on here is because I want to have an unbiased view on what the facts are on the subject. Not really facts all the time, but they're really polemical works. But they're not my opinions; they're the opinions of others. And I'm just putting them up here to weigh the opinions later. And I'll probably put my opinion videos on a different YouTube channel, which I'll have linked in the future in case anyone wants to hear it. But I'm just giving away facts and polemics from both sides. So far, I've uploaded one video about the logic of argumentation, and several videos about a debate that was from 2002 or something. I'm just reading the entire written debate. It's between a Catholic and an Orthodox Christian. And the next thing I'm going to do is be going through the biblical arguments for the papacy. And then I'll probably have refutations of that later on. But right now I just want to get some basic stuff up there. And mostly this channel will mostly be focusing on the fathers, the patristics of the matter. And also there's other issues about how the Roman Catholic Church has various Marian apparitions that are hardcore pretty much, which you'd expect to have on the side that's correct. But that doesn't prove it. And apart from that, I am going to an Orthodox church now, which is because that's the side I prefer to be correct, but I want to be absolutely sure before I make any hasty decisions and just converting. So what I want to say is that's the side I'd want to be right, because that's the religion I would fall in love with. But you have to follow Jesus, which is the thing, that bottom line here. And yeah. So the poetry videos have been been put on the back burner for right now, but don't worry, I still have that book coming out, the Steve Rogan book, inspired book, which is coming out soon. And I think I've covered all my bases right here. I think the next thing I want to ask someone is how it's from the Roman Catholic position, how it's possible that every single Eastern see, well, except for Alexandria, because that was already broken off, broke off from Rome in 1054, while at the same time you don't have much opposition within those sees to the split. If the Roman Catholic side were right, you'd expect there to be some people hanging on to the belief of the papacy inside those sees, which is not something we have record of. So, and that's all I wanted to say. I'm trying to get this approach this from an unbiased perspective, which is why this whole debate is on a secular channel. But once I start giving my opinions, I will give them on my other YouTube channel, which will have linked in the future videos. So thank you for listening to my rant here. Hopefully no one leaves my channel over this. I'm just trying to approach this from a historical point of view. So thanks for listening.